Oh, come on. There we go. Now we got 3 minutes. Disconnect.
See, Southern man, yes I do. When I was a child, I made up in my mind that I was gonna find me a Southern man. I found me a Southern man. He leaves his work boots by the door. He holds my hand in the store. We drink the same whiskey and he loves to dance. He be like, come on, look, girl, do your dance. I give him all my love because he don't play about with love. I don't mean no harm. You got to get your own. 'Cause that man there, that's my man. He got a smooth walk. He kind of growl when he talk. He ain't shy of no hard work. He loves his mama and he goes to church. He don't care if them kids is his. He's gonna raise them like they is. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a Southern man. Back in the day, I heard an old woman say, ain't nothing like a Southern man. Nothing like a Southern man. I asked her how, 'cause she tell them apart. She put her hand right on her heart. By the way that he wears his pants. By the way that he wears his pants. Now she was telling him it was so deep. I thought she was talking about his jeans. So Mr. Charlie walked up, a smile on his face, and I see just what she mean. That man got a smooth walk. He kinda growl when he talk. Ain't shy of no hard work. He loves mama and he go to church. He don't care if them kids is his. He gon' raise them like they is. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a Southern man. That woman was so proud, but that man on her arm had been trying to chase him down all over town to see if he had a son. She said, Johnny ain't perfect, he's just a man, but he's everything I need. And now I want nothing other than a smooth Southern brother that's head over heels for me. I took that woman at her word, and now I'm happy as can be. And if you listen to what we're saying to you, you'll see just what we mean. A Southern man got a smooth walk. He kinda growl when he talk. He ain't shy of no hard work. He love his mama and he go to church. He don't care if them kids is his. He's gonna raise them like they is. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a Southern man. Now say, sing, I love a Southern man. Yes, I do.
Per my publicist's request, we just do one song. Lady Blue, you was on fire today. I wanted to join your conversation, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. Hey V. Thank you, Casey Vinny. Thank you. Let me get right to it. I don't want to hold y'all too long with the preliminary stuff. Big Dino's in the building. I'm coming, sir. Hold on 1 second. Is that my camera? I hope this is not my camera. Hold on a second. Oh, it was. That sucks. All right. Boom, blue. Deacon Talks. Good evening, everybody. We do a quick hello and hi, everybody. Casey Vennings, Lady Blue, Dino, Girl Scout Cookies V, Auntie, Nurse J. It's almost your birthday, by the way. Silhouette Lawson, I don't know who that is, but good evening. White Butterfly, Deacon Talks. All right, let's get to it. Turning your feminism on and off. Is this a reasonable requirement? Is this something that you can and cannot do? How do women feel about other women who turn it on and off, and they blame other people for their lack of femininity? They blame other people for the reason that they have to do it, and then they blame their bad behavior similar to their astrology signs. I have to be non-feminine because this is how I must live my life. Then for those women who are feminine all the time, then they get talked about. They get called pick-me's and other derogatory terms because they are women and they stay feminine at all times. Turning your femininity on and off is, some say it's a choice, but let's just say you have a leadership role at work. You're a middle manager, you're a female. You leading others is not you not being feminine. If you have to raise your voice to get a point across on occasion, that is not you not being feminine. If you're leading at work, that is not you not being feminine. It is your other actions that denote your femininity or lack thereof. And some women, they love to overtalk people. They love to use curse words, be loud, be boisterous, all these things. They enjoy it. They love cutting men off. They love cutting women off. They want to be the center of attention. You can be the center of attention. A woman being feminine has a different set of rules to it. She can be feminine and soft and still be the center of attention, because all the men who are being loud and boisterous and wanting attention, they will divert their attention to her very easily if she hadn't said anything. So the woman's femininity, beauty, and softness will supersede a man being loud and trying to be an alpha male, because all of them will pay attention to their softness. The softness can go in and out of crowds. The softness can go in and out of movements. Men who are in power will kneel to a soft woman on every occasion, just because that's what we seek, that's what we want, that's what we're here for. We're here to acquire women. That's what we work hard. We do all the things we do just so we can have the pleasantries of a woman on a consistent basis. Now some don't do it correctly. Some want multiple women, and some just want that one. They want that one that's for him, that's divine for him, and that's what he's looking for. He continues to go out and work. He continues to slay dragons. He continues to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and continues to work at 5 in the afternoon, so that he can provide for this woman that he has chosen, that makes him happy, that's feminine, that's soft for him. And I got to ask that question a couple minutes ago. Hey, what kind of woman do you choose? I choose a soft, feminine woman every time. Soft, feminine, nurturing. And I actually heard something, and Lady Blue, this is, and I'm not trying to contest it, I just don't agree with it. I guess it's the same thing. I say that you were told to say accommodations or compromise. It was something. I say you must compromise, and you were told don't say compromise, and you were told something else. I forgot the adjective. But I say compromise because I am going to have to give up something to get you. I am going to have to give up something that I want, I require, or need in order to accommodate the other person. I'm going to have to compromise and give accommodations to the other person that I want. Just like if I meet a woman and she likes to talk loud and all this other stuff, she's going to have to compromise in order to be with me. She's going to have to be soft. She's not going to be able to talk to me. She's not going to want to get loud with me, because I'm like, that's not going to work for me. I'm still going to treat you like a queen. You're going to be my queen, in fact. I'll put you on my shoulders, literally and figuratively. But you're not going to get loud with me. You're not going to disrespect me in public. And I'm not going to have to worry about you doing anything that I wouldn't deem good or wholesome. I've never did I do that. Hold on.
What up, black man? I'm cooking. I'm cooking fish. I couldn't hold out.
Oh, what's going on?
What's going on with you? What's the sub? I understand you're talking about the ladies turning feminine to, sorry, on and off.
Yes.
But I think it's hard for some people to do that. You know, a lot of people want their cake and eat it too. So
All right.
I don't know if you agree or not, but I just think a lot of people want their cake and eat it too.
So my stance is it's not. So I understand if that's why I gave the example of a woman being in leadership at work. That's okay. You're leading other people, or she was at church, but she's one of the leaders. Okay, probably got to mute.
You gotta go on mute. They gotta go on mute.
Oh, that's hold on.
That might be me because we got a bunch of power surges here, so I'm gonna calm down.
Okay. Or you can come back up and Lady Blue. I know it's bad.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
Dino. Hi, Dino.
Hey, Blue, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're gonna have to take your earbuds out. It's hard to hear you. We can't hear you. It's breaking up.
Can't hear me.
No, it's bad. It's every word.
Okay, so let's get on to the topic, Blue. First of all, happy belated birthday.
Hear better like this?
No.
So first of all, Blue, happy belated birthday. I saw that you had your bib on. You was enjoying your meal and looked like you had an amazing and beautiful day. Salute to that. And on the topic of turning femininity on and off, I think that I agree with you that I do want a woman that's soft and feminine. I don't want a woman that's displaying any of the masculine traits. And when I say masculine traits, I would give an example of like some of the new female rappers talking about they're gonna spin the block with the AK-47 and they gonna eat the man's booty and you know they just talking real harshly and loud and I'm glad that they have a voice, and I would want my lady to have a voice and be a part of the decision making in my household, but I'd still want them to maintain that feminine energy.
Yeah. I don't want no female talking about her booty hole brown out loud.
Oh my
I
God.
don't want. I like Blue. Do me a favor. Cam down and come right back up because it's not connected right. So cam right back down. I'll bring you right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I am Casey Venning. If you don't understand what I'm describing, it's the music that they're playing predominantly on the radio by female rappers, and these are the topics and things that they're saying they're going to do in the songs. This isn't anything I made up, I promise
Oh
you.
my God.
Girls got cookies.
I was trying to get off. I wasn't trying to be
Yes, you
on. I
would.
hit the button by mistake getting out
Oh,
the car.
Yes, you
I
would.
was.
You know you want to be up
I
here with
was
me
not.
and Blue. You see Blue got his sexy tie
I did
on,
not.
his polo shirt. You know you want to be up here with my bald head ass and that man waving like he could be. You know you want to be up here with him.
before you go, just
But I will give an opinion since I am here.
say that again.
No, I do not think a woman can turn. I will give my opinion since I am here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we got you now.
Okay. So no, I do not think a woman can turn her femininity on and off. I don't think so. Even if you're in a leadership role, I raised two boys by myself, and I was still feminine when I beat their butts. You know what I'm saying? I didn't change. I didn't. Even in leadership role, you have to step up sometime. Even if the woman is the manager and there are men up under her, it's like you have to set a certain tone in the room. But you really don't have to stop being soft to get your point across. You don't have to get loud. Even if you raise your voice every now and then in certain situations, you still don't have to just get out of your feminine role to actually get your point across. If you have to, then you need to like decrease yourself out of the
And
situation more,
you
more
didn't
than
say
like.
they have to be masculine in order to live life, in order to raise boys, in order to be in leadership roles. They say
Mm-mm. That's not true because I'm in a leadership role at my job, and I'm very feminine every day. And I say what I mean, and I mean what I
okay.
say, and I keep on
I'm
going. Now I do have a habit of raising my voice. I'm a loud person. I don't need a microphone to
so hold on.
speak.
You were.
So
This is what I found out about you. You were who Ike was talking to, and what's love got to do with it. You keep on talking about your outside voice on the inside, you're gonna find yourself outside.
correct, correct. So I had to learn how to be that outside voice on the inside, way down on the
One
inside.
thing that I one thing that I would like to address too is ideology. And I think it's important that we begin to renew our minds and create our own belief processes that are based more on what's reality and what's right. I think that sometimes in America, just as you spoke about, there has been a notion that being in charge of something is a masculine quality when in fact it's not. I think that intelligent people would say, whether man or woman, putting the person that has the best skill set to get the job done in the most efficient manner should have the position. It's not a masculine or feminine quality. And I definitely agree with you that a woman shouldn't have to take on masculine qualities in the workforce, specifically, even if she has men under her. Because one thing that's certain, when we take on positions and we apply for positions in our career and we're blessed with those opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
everybody already knows that
Mm-hmm.
we're in charge. So when we elevate our voice or
Correct.
use force or malice against the people that are below us and that report to us, that's not being a good manager, because everybody already knows we're in charge and we're the manager.
Correct.
So if we're always raising our voice and trying
Exactly.
to be extra bossy, that's somewhat, I think, of a insufficient manager. So I really like your logic.
Are you about to
Thank
make
you.
dinner?
So I'm gonna calm
Are you
down.
making dinner?
Huh? I am. And guess what it
Ravioli.
is? Yes.
You got a cooking show tonight, bruh.
You asked. If you had not asked me, I would not have, no one would have ever known that I was reaching up. I'm so short. And Malcolm, my son, was home and he put all my canned goods on the top shelf. So I'm really struggling to just get one can. So this is the only can I can reach. So this is what I'm having for
Okay.
supper.
Will you have
Right. We really glad that you came and shared your opinion, though.
It's the truth.
I think that it was good to
Yeah,
have your
because
opinion.
I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of women that are in leadership roles, and I notice they want to put on the man suits. They want to wear the man attire, and you just don't. Some people do too much,
Mm.
and but it nothing beats being feminine.
No.
Nothing, nothing beats being nothing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like I said, I raised two sons, and even after I got to whooping their butt, I still was feminine. I still sat down, probably got me a glass of wine to cool off, and made them fix it properly. But I mean, it all depends on how you were raised. I think all of that comes back into the play of getting the role, getting the job. Some people in the workforce that we in, a lot of black people that are managers, especially that are over some white people, just to be honest about it. Some people are control freaks. They get the power and it just and they get a rush, and then they start thinking about the 1800s. I wasn't born back then, so it doesn't affect me. So, they think about the early 1900s and all that, and they have a power trip. They have a whole different demeanor when they're actually in charge of people. And a lot of people say that doesn't have anything to do with it, but it has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with it. When you put people over people, or you put people in a management position, you really have to know, not can you turn your femininity on and off, can you turn life on and off? Because you got some people that you can just bring out a whole another role that you've never seen. You could know them all your life, and you put them in a certain position, and some people just cannot handle it. It's a lot of things that has happened in their life. So I think before people get into management roles, I know in nursing, we have to take a lot of classes before you can even step up to management. And the people that step up to management without those classes, they normally fail.
Okay. Well,
So I
They normally
think
fail.
he's talking about. Are you talking about relationships more so, though, right, Blue? You're not just talking about in the workforce. You're talking about turning on masculinity or femininity in a relationship.
well, actually, I'm talking about the combination because a lot of
Okay.
women, the fact that they have to be masculine on the roles, they go get a lot of education, they get leadership roles, and they're like, oh, I'm like this in my relationship because of how my day to day in my job is. I'm a leader in my workplace, so I think I should be a leader at my house. So I'm not saying, I'm telling you what they say.
You're right. No, you're right. You're
Because
right. That is what they
listen,
say. That's what they
this
feel.
is an unfortunate thing, but women, if they're idle and they're not in a relationship, the one thing they do is they go get more education. And then the more education you have, they want to put you in a leadership role. You might be the most petite, soft-spoken woman, but if you got 4 or 5 degrees, then they're gonna be like, well, you smart enough, you should be able to figure this shit out. And then they put them in leadership roles, and they might be 5'1", 102 pounds with 2 bricks in their pocket, and they yelling at people like they fucking 6'4". And then they will, and they're small and petite, but they want to rule them. Oh, I'm got all
That's
this
true though.
education. I'm over 4 or 5 sites. Oh, you got to listen to me because of who I am at my job. Little lady, you still 5'1" with 2 bricks in your pocket, and you can't even pick up a damn chair without some help. Don't you start.
Mhm.
That's the truth though. That's the truth. Now in a relationship, Dino, if you want to go there just and look at it from a relationship, I'm gonna always be feminine in a relationship. I like my man to lead me. My father led my mother. My mother had what I feel like just a cush life. She raised the kids. She stayed home. She did minimum work. She never even learned to drive because she never had to drive. I mean, I like gentlemen, and I mean, I'm gonna cook. I feel like my mother instilled that in me. It's my job to cook, to clean, to make sure the house is neat and this, that, and the other. And I don't look for a man to do it. I mean, it's like a day-to-day routine. And I know now people say, "Oh no, he gonna help me with this. If I'm gonna do this, he could at least fold the laundry if I
Where
wash
you
the
from?
laundry." But I don't feel that way. I feel like
Where you from?
a woman has duties and a man has duties. I'm from the South.
Okay. And I think that you make some very valid points. Go ahead, Blue. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I'm
Mississippi.
sorry. Go ahead, Blue.
She's from Mississippi.
He being funny talking about Mississippi. I'm from the crooked asses.
I think that you bring up some valid points, and I think that some of the thought processes that you and Blue both share are very valid based on your experience because of the situations and the households that you were reared from. Being born and raised in California, I think that the evolution towards the West Coast, like the cost of living is much higher. There's a different standard sometimes in relationships because life is much different. It would be amazing for me to move to one of the cities in which you or Blue lived, in which a man's rent or mortgage was at a rate in which I could go out and work and provide for myself, my wife, and my children, which would allow my wife to be in her highest feminine quality by being able to nurture the
Yeah,
children, take care of the
that's true.
household, etc. But unfortunately, on the West Coast, it's hard enough for the average person to survive based on the cost of living being so high as a single person. And so, if you get into a relationship, it's almost as though both people have to be bringing in income for you to have a good life. You can't just have, like, for instance, the same amount you might pay in your city for a 3-bedroom home. In our city, that's like a studio or 1-bedroom apartment. So you could see the difference in the roles in the relationship because the woman doesn't have the liberty most times to sit at home and nurture the children. They have to get out and find some type of employment as well. So I really like what you brought to the table, and
That's
I
true.
think it's a one-on-one basis. And I really like the traditional value system that you and Blue talk about because people spank all this. Hey, Timmy, you're on timeout. And then these timeout kids, remember when timeout got introduced over, I whoop a kid ass. Remember Bertie Mac say he whoop a kid ass. Other people say, yeah, I'm going to put him on timeout. And now all them timeout kids done
Hmm.
came of age and they shooting up these goddamn schools.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all. Bring somebody else up. I'm still here.
Come back and show us how it turned out.
So Lady Blue is frozen, and I can't replace her. So I don't know what to do about
So
that.
it's only us two. Can you replace anybody?
I can add one more, but yeah, Lady Blue is stuck.
Let's see if we could get says what she wants up here. She has a lot of great views. It's one of my friends from the West Coast. She has a lot of great views about female and male relationships and the roles that women. She's like a male advocate,
Right.
and I like the things that she has to say in particular because what she does is she puts out messages on behalf of the thought processes that men may have, but as a lady to say, do this for your man, or, you know, you want your man to buy you this purse and do this and do that and do that. But when he comes home, his food ain't ready. Get the fuck out of here. She's good. But anybody else, Lena, it's other people in here. Send the request, y'all. Send the
I
requests.
sent it. It's still frozen.
You want to dump out and come back? Because I think some people will join the live
Yep.
and it will just corrupt the whole live and it won't be the same throughout.
Yep. I'm gonna do that now.